Have you ever thought that the key to changing your whole life might be right in your hands? It might sound crazy, but what if I told you that the keys you use every day to open doors actually hold a secret that can make you rich and change your life? Think about that. Something in your pocket might have secret power that only a few people know about. With the right ritual, this power can open the doors to wealth. This video will show you an easy but powerful way to make your keys into much more than just an everyday object. They have the power to bring about chances, success, and even big changes. People from many countries around the world have revered them as a sign of access and success. When you understand what they mean, you may realize that you hold the keys to your own success. If that sounds interesting to you already, I promise that if you watch the movie all the way to the end, you will learn about the secret ritual that combines the power of these keys with a visualization technique that is used to bring energies and new paths to you. You will never look at your keys the same way again after having done this. If you are ready to let more good things into your life, leave a comment below saying, "I am ready to let more good things into my life." This is the first thing you need to do to show the universe that you are ready for something different. If you've never heard of it, turning everyday things like house or work keys into tools of wealth might seem impossible, but there is a method, a ritual, that has a deep meaning and can change how you see wealth and abundance around you. This video will show you how to do this ritual, which wakes up the power of purpose and brings the energy of your keys to life. A method used for hundreds of years to bring good things into your life and ease the pain of lack. This rite is like a well-kept secret, but we're going to tell you all about it here. Prepare yourself by taking a deep breath. We are about to start a practice that may seem easy, but has a powerful meaning. In the end, everything we're going to do is about goals. When you turn your keys into a sign of wealth, you connect with them on an emotional level and raise your energy to attract wealth and success. This practice will help you connect the thing you're holding with your deepest desire to do well. If you want to make the ceremony even stronger, I invite you to take part. In the comments, write down your promise. It's time for me to open the doors to plenty. Simply taking part in the ritual makes a connection between you and it. And it also sends a message to the world about what you want to happen. You are not only interacting by leaving a message on this phrase, but you are also taking a concrete first step toward making your new reality come true. This small act is the start of your journey to wealth. Sharing your purpose makes you more committed to the ritual and lets you enter a new path, one that is based on abundance. Think about what it would be like to live in a circle that never ends. Maria felt the same way for a long time. She thought of herself as someone who worked hard and never gave up. She always believed that effort and determination would pay off, but no matter how hard he tried, nothing changed. The money was only reached, but it already knew where it was going. Added up bills, loans, and unplanned costs. As the months went by, her anger and hopelessness grew. She started to question herself and wonder if success was only meant for other people and not her. Maria wasn't the only one who felt like she couldn't do anything. This feeling of helplessness was lowering her self-esteem. How many times have you thought about why things don't go the way you want them to when you're trying so hard? How many times have you thought about what you might be doing wrong while you were awake? Maria also asked herself these things, and it was when she was feeling the most down that she heard about something interesting. A simple ritual that came with its own keys and was said to let the flow of wealth and new chances in. When she heard this, she didn't trust them. It did not make sense to believe that something so easy could really make a difference. How could a routine with my keys change the limits I've had all my life? She was curious. However, she was desperate and chose to give it a try because she couldn't see any other way out. Maria decided to do what the routine said. She found a quiet spot in her house, lit a candle to represent light and clarity on her path, and held the keys in her hands to make her feel like she was in charge of her life. He began to think about the doors he wanted to open in his life during this time of reflection. Doors that lead to chances, wealth, and financial peace. You focus your purpose and let every thought be a statement of abundance. After that, she closed her eyes and started to think about what might be possible. After that, Maria began to notice small changes in her life. Something had changed in her mind, but it wasn't magic. She could tell that something was changing because the air around her felt different. A business meeting invite that could bring in new money, the chance to take part in an extra project, a chance meeting with a former friend or family member who helped her with money issues. Maria felt like she was really opening doors little by little. But not only did new chances come up, Maria began to feel something even stronger as the days went by. A new sense of safety, having power, and being in charge of your own life. He knew that the moment he held the keys with purpose, he had done more than just a routine. He had taken the power of wealth for himself, being able to choose your own way. And this is exactly the kind of change that this practice brings about. The secret Maria found, which we are now going to tell you, is more than just a ritual. It is a powerful way to get in touch with your own strong purpose. You will be in charge of your own keys after doing this procedure. No, not just keys for your house or car. The keys to a new way of thinking about having plenty. Now, pause and think. When chances seem to slip away from you, have you ever felt like you were locked up but couldn't see it? Maria's story shows us that sometimes we don't need to work harder, but we just need to find a different way to use our energy, to connect with symbols that help us bring what we want into our lives. That's what the key practice is, a deliberate practice that helps you shift your attention from issues to chances, doors you want to open, and solutions to problems. The fact that Maria has this power shows that it can change her life in ways that seemed impossible at first. You can use the same keys you use every day to make a sign of change, just like Maria. These keys will show that you are ready for a fresh start, and more importantly, they will hold a strong purpose that goes beyond the physical world. Whenever you see them, remind yourself that you are ready to let plenty in, just like Maria. The keys are very small and common, but they have a power that isn't physical. How about you think about what a key really means? Not only is it an instrument that opens doors, but it has also stood for a lot more throughout history. Keys have always been linked to magic, opening up new worlds of possibilities and safety in different cultures and societies. Traditions like this one have been around for hundreds of years. The key is the connection between our wish and the power to make new paths. Back in ancient Greece, keys seemed almost magical. Hecate, the goddess of doors and crossings, was linked to them. She watched over the secrets between the living and the dead. People thought that carrying a key, especially one that had been dedicated to a goddess, was a strong charm that would protect and guide them. And what's most interesting is that a key set aside for a certain reason could be used to open spiritual doors that led to uncharted paths in both the physical and emotional worlds. To put it another way, the keys were like bridges between worlds that let the person who had them find new places and ways to get there. Many people around the world still believe that keys have magical powers. In Japan, for instance, keys are often linked to wealth and good luck. A lot of families thought that having a special key would let the god of luck and crops, Daikoku, bless them. He blessed a key that meant not only entry to a good harvest, but also plenty in all parts of life. Even now, people who want to protect what they've already accomplished and bring in new chances see keys as lucky signs. Think about how powerful this sign is. When you hold your own keys, you're holding something that means a lot more than just getting into a building. You have a family symbol, which is a picture of safety, wealth, protection, and a link between wanting something and getting it. When you learn about the secret power of keys, you start to see that just carrying them around is a ritual that can change the way you see the world. Now let's take it a step further and see the keys as a representation of your own freedom to choose and act. Each key you have is like a door that you can open or close. That is why the practice we are about to teach you will help you use your keys on purpose. Keys stop being simple everyday items and start being signs of power and direction. You can actually pick which doors you want to open in your life to get rid of problems and bring in wealth. Not only does something magical happen when you hold your keys with purpose, but it also changes the way you think. You start to change the way you think by connecting your keys with new roads and wealth. Every time you get the keys, you think about the doors you want to open and picture what might be possible. And the mind starts to believe in the reality it imagines when it sees this action repeated over and over again. This has a strong effect. When your mind realizes that you are in charge, it starts to move toward those chances. The keys then change into something much more important, a sign of your power to attract what you want. You are telling the universe that you are ready to receive all the good that it has to give. When we use symbols on purpose, like the keys in this ritual, we make a link between the sign and the thing we want to achieve. This process is sped up by the psychological principle of imagery, which says that when we picture something clearly and often, our subconscious mind starts to look for ways to make that picture come true. Imagine using all of this knowledge from your ancestors in your daily life. By using the power of the keys, you connect with this tradition of protection and abundance, and you also bring about the same goal in yourself to make new paths and chances possible. Most importantly, the ritual of the keys is a rite of purpose. It helps us focus on our wants and needs and take charge, turning the keys into a real representation of what we want to open up in our lives. This way, when you look at your keys, they won't just be something you see every day. They will always remind you that you have the power to make choices and that you are committed to a new world. As the ritual strengthens your intention, you will start to feel a deep change, a boost in confidence, and a greater openness to seeing chances that seemed closed before, just like Maria did. Using this technique turns your keys into emotional bonds that help you stay focused on your goal. For hundreds of years, people have used keys as a symbol. Now, you are about to use this symbol to open doors that will change your life. You can now start to really change your keys into something strong. This is the most important part of the process. This part of getting ready for a ritual is very important because it helps you focus on your purpose. Let's turn this moment into something deep and meaningful that wakes your own link to wealth. Following each step will help you understand that you are not only doing a ritual, but also becoming more in tune with a new world where everything you want to achieve is possible. First, find a place that is quiet and won't bother you. Being calm and aware are very important at this point because they form an energy field that you can then fill with your intention. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Relax your body and mind as you do this. This is the first sign that you are letting go of your everyday worries and entering a state of presence where the only thing that counts is your intentions. Now, hold on to your keys. Allow yourself to feel how heavy they are and to see the different textures and features. When you think about it, these keys are always with you when you arrive, when you leave, when you achieve something, and at every new stage. Have you ever thought that they could remember things? Think about being able to carry these keys that have new meanings and places they lead to. You can feel this thought getting stronger. These keys open real doors, but you are about to change them into keys that will open invisible doors, doors to chances and students who haven't come yet. Now, pick out a glass jar that has clean, pure water in it that you will use for the procedure. Water is a symbol of flow and clarity, which are important for success. Put the vase in front of you and pick up a handful of salt to put to one side. This will be your element of protection and cleansing. Many rituals for prosperity in different countries are based on these two things. Water refreshes and cleans, and salt protects and cleanses, getting rid of any bad energy that might be in your keys and by extension in your plans. Focus on your goal while you have the keys in your hand. Now is the time to speak clearly and purposefully about what you want. Close your eyes and picture each life door you want to open. It could be a new job, more stable finances, or even the chance to make a long-held personal dream come true. Allow yourself to picture every little thing. What do you think about these changes? How are you How do you feel when you think that these wants are already coming true? Imagine that the keys you are holding are shining with new energy, which is linked to these new options. Put a pinch of salt in the water and hold the keys over it. Slowly lower the keys into the vase and picture that as they touch the water, they are being freed of any energy that is holding them back. Think of this cleaning as giving your keys a new start, a new purpose. Picture a bright light surrounding the vase and repeat the words, "Make these keys clean and ready to open the doors to my abundance. Get rid of any bad energy that's on them, and I'll be ready to take advantage of the chances the world has for me." Feel how strong these words are. This is your promise for what's to come. Just leave the keys in the water for a short time to get rid of any bad energy. While they are fully immersed, you should feel like you are also letting go of any fight. Focus on the idea that what you want to happen in your life is already possible, and that the doors to that reality are about to open. Afterward, remove the keys from the water and dry them with a white brick. White stands for innocence and fresh starts, which makes its meaning even stronger. Think about how the keys could be used in a different way while you dry them. Imagine that every time you hold these keys from now on, they will remind you of your goal, as if they carry your energy of wealth. Remember that every time you use these keys to open a door, you are letting in new opportunities and plenty. Through this rite, the goal is to connect the real and the symbolic. You reinforce a basic idea by connecting the power of your goals with something you use every day. You are in charge of your own life, and success is just around the corner. If you look at or use your keys, your mind will remember this promise every time. By doing this ritual over and over, you will strengthen your purpose and your connection to abundance. You can keep your vision alive in your thoughts by doing this simple but important ritual. This way, every time you look at your keys, you'll know you're on the right track. Now that your keys have been cleansed and charged with intention, it's time to start the full ritual. This is the part that brings your intentions into reality and turns the simple act of opening doors into a powerful symbol of new chances coming into your life. Let's do this one step at a time, paying close attention to every little thing. Being careful is what makes the difference. You will learn how each step strengthens your link with wealth and turns your keys into real charms that bring you luck. Find some peace and quiet. Pick a time when you can do the routine without being rushed or distracted. To focus on what you want, you need this peaceful place. Psychology tells us that when we focus on something with all of our attention, our mind is more open to changes, visualization, and the thoughts we want to project. Now is your chance. So make sure you're in a comfortable and exciting place. Be clear about what you want. As soon as you hold the keys, take a deep breath and say out loud or in your mind what you want to draw. Things like money, peace, or even a new love are examples of specific things that can bring happiness. This is where being clear, detailed, and sure of what you say is very important. Now is the time to put your personal energy and inner desire right into the keys. Say something like, "I open the doors to prosperity and abundance," to make your point stronger. May all the things that hold me back go away, and may I receive the best that life has to offer. This affirmation works as an emotional anchor and a psychological reinforcer that links your intention with the real thing, which turns on the power of visualization. Hold the keys at heart level with your eyes closed and picture your life after you get what you want. Think about the little things, the people you're with, the feelings, and the happiness. How would your life be different if this were true? Visualizing is a practice that has been backed up by research in psychology. Studies have shown that the brain responds to these pictures as if they were real. Seeing this picture not only boosts your faith in the process, but it also trains your mind to take advantage of chances that lead to the new reality. To begin the key consecration process and turn your keys into lucky charms, you will need an essential oil like cinnamon, which is linked to success and bringing money. Put a drop of oil on the tips of your fingers and spread it slowly over the keys while picturing what you want. In a way, this action imbues your keys with an energetic code that makes them work with your goals. Say it slowly. As long as these keys touch a door, they will lead to wealth and happiness in my life. Make the exercise a part of your everyday life. You should keep strengthening the energy that is now on your keys that you have charged with purpose. Stop for a moment every time you pick up your keys to open a door. Remember your goal and why you started in the first place. This small thing you do every day helps you keep your mind in a state of hopeful expectation, which breeds a mindset of wealth. When you use the keys, always be on the lookout for surprising chances. It has been shown in psychology that small daily routines like this help the brain get used to a state of upbeat alertness. In other words, you start to see chances that you might not have seen before. And by doing this over and over, your inner mind is more likely to accept the new reality, leading you to take actions that will help you get what you want. Do the ritual a few times to make the desire stronger. Do the ritual of cleansing and dedicating it again once a month to keep the energy fresh and the goals strong. When you do the ritual every day, it helps you remember your goal and keeps the link between you and abundance strong. It's helpful to repeat things over and over because it turns them into habits that help you reach your goals. Today we've come a long way together, and what you just learned isn't just a routine. You learn how something simple like your keys can be used to bring things into your life. Being aware of and focused on your purpose is the most important thing that you learned. Could you take a moment to think about what you really want to open in your life? It could mean a better way to make money, a fresh start in your job, or even more stability at home. This ritual will open doors in your body and in your mind that you might not have even known were locked. This practice will bring you a lot more than just wealth. You have the chance to change how you relate to energy, your home, and the flow of money in your life. Every time you press these keys, think about the energy you've released and how each turn of the tool opens up new possibilities. Take some time to think about this process and how you can use what you learned today over the next few days. Pay attention to the messages the universe gives you. Chances can appear out of the blue, and if you keep your mind and heart open, you will be better able to see them. Remember this important thing. What you just learned is not just a routine. It has the power to change your life in many ways, including the way you feel, think, and act. The keys you activated today will not only open doors, but they will also help you find new chances in every part of your life. Every time you use them, you'll remember both the deep purpose you put into the process and the power of manifestation that you already have. What seemed impossible before will be closer than you thought, and each turn of the tool will remind you that you can change your world. Don't forget how important practice and routine are. I want you to do this routine again every month to keep your energy high and your goal clear. The universe always hears you and wants what you want, but you have to keep doing things to keep the doors of chance open. Before you leave, please like this video and share it with someone else who is also trying to find their abundance. If you think this routine has helped you see things more clearly and given you useful tools to make your life better. Sharing what you know not only helps other people, but it also boosts your own energy for success. Remember that you always have the power to make changes in your life. You can use that power, direct it, and bring everything you want into your life through small practices like this one. Every move you make is a step toward the life you really want. Don't give up on your belief that you can make that happen. You are almost there. You are a valuable part of this group, so thank you for being here. We're making a place where everyone can find and use their full ability by working together. I'll see you in the next video, where I'll talk more about tools and routines that can help you get rich. Have a nice day